Welcome back, folks, to episode 16 of a Sports Talk Show. And today we're just doing a quick fire round on the Fever. They got a slight update in news. So Stephanie White, as we all know, played for the Fever back in the day. She has appointed Karama Christmas Kelly as assistant coach, who also played for the Fever, and Brian January as assistant coach, who they both played in the Fever when they won in 2012.
Let's get back to it.
Overall good news, dude. You know, you got people that have been there that can hopefully coach the players, and you know, hopefully we make it past the first round. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're a top 5 team, top 3 maybe. So with good coaching staff, it'll really get them over the hump. The main thing is the coaches have to get them to gel early. And then kind of go on a run. I like the staff. I think it's good. I think it's way better than staff we had last year. No offense, but like they just didn't seem to know what to do with the personnel they had. But they're also building a team that fits more of their play style. So we'll see.
Yep, we're excited for that. And then the next bit of news in women's basketball, we got UCONN officially champions. Paige Beckers is a champion, Jaime. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think mainly it was because of 2 other players that won this game. Paige played well, but the freshman's strong, and that just shows you why UConn's a powerhouse, because like their best player in this game was a freshman because they get the best women. I mean, it took her 5 years, so like.
Do you know the freshman's name? Because I heard of her.
Sarah Strong.
Okay, because I saw the comments were like, and she's only a freshman, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, she had like 11 boards in like the first 2 rounds or the first 2 quarters, or she had like 8 rebounds in like the first quarter, or something crazy like that. But yeah,
I think what's crazy is they blew out UCLA, and they blew out. Frankly, they blew out South Carolina.
No, the game wasn't even close. They blew them out. I mean, the game was in reach in the first half, and then the second half it just was over. I mean, they outscored them in every quarter. It was 19-14, 17-12, 26-16, 20-17. So like the first and fourth quarter were kind of close, but I mean 82-59, it's a blowout. And I mean, and the thing is, like, if it was a closer game, Paige probably would have scored more, and Paige had a shot to break CeCe's record. But, like, when you're blowing these teams out, even though she put up 40, like, in the semifinals. Yeah. So, I mean, she played great tournament. It's kind of cool, like, that she got the win. She's probably going to be number 1, especially, like, having coming off this championship. She already was number 1 anyways.
Yeah,
I wouldn't draft her number 1 because of the injury concerns. But I mean, even though
stats here from Stat Mamba, so most points, you know, during an NCAA tournament, we got Caitlin Clark. She played 17 games and she scored 492. We got Shamik Holtzclaw, 22 games played, 479, and then Paige Beckers, 22 games played, 477. So she was like 20 shy or 18 shy.
Yeah. But that shows you how electric CeCe was, especially the last 2 years. Like,
dude, it's because she had a stacked team, though, dude. That Iowa stacked team, man.
And they had all. You know what they had? They had people that could get out of her way and let her ball. But no, like Paige would have had better stats if the team was worse, though. Like when you have because Fudd, she had 24. Yeah, like they had 2 players that had over 20 points. So it's just like. And those 3 played a lot of minutes. They rotated the other positions pretty much, and they just dominated. I thought South Carolina was going to have more defense. They didn't. Like, I thought they were going to shut them down. They didn't.
I saw the one gif of Dawn Staley in the crowd just fucking crashing out. You can visibly see her say, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah. I mean, once they got rolling, it was over. Like, it was never the game was never really that close. They dominated.
It's kind of crazy, though. You know, UConn as a whole, I think you're right. It's crazy that they dominate women's basketball so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have the most championships, like probably even in college sports. Like, I mean, there was like a 4 or 5 year span where they didn't lose a single game. Like they're that dominant. And this year they lost 3 games. Like they're number 2 seed, but they lost 3 games. Like they're just dominant.
Yeah, they're just dominant. And then I wish I would have seen, because CeCe joined Sue and Diana at their they were broadcasting over the game, and I couldn't see it, but
I didn't see that. I didn't even know about that. I'll have to check it out.
She joined in as like their last host of the season, and they commented over the game like the whole time.
It's like a Manning cast situation.
What?
Is it like a Manning cast situation where like they talk about the games and stuff while it's going on, like on Monday Night Football? Yeah.
Yeah, and they were just like bullshitting, shooting shit.
That's pretty much what the Manning cast is as well.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, is there because you got the Basketball Hall of Fame, is there a UConn champion? No, right? Because Sue Bird's from Seattle, or actually, where did she go?
Where did she?
No, she's UConn, right? Because she's in that photo with a bunch of.
I mean, pretty much every great, like, early on went to, like, UConn. Like, that's the thing, like, that's why people, you know, the whole Iowa thing, and even, like, some places like, I mean, they're just not getting the stars the way that, like, UConn and, like, the Southern schools are getting.
But I mean, I think hopefully with, like, the CC effect, I mean, more people are going to want to go to Iowa, right?
I mean, yeah, kind of, but
maybe,
yeah.
But that's like a one-off situation, right? It's like the stars aligned, and they had a good thing.
But
going.
Yeah, she did go to UConn.
Okay,
she won 2 championships with UConn.
I'm assuming Maya Moore also.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it honestly at this point.
Yep, UConn. Yep.
Yeah. That's the thing, dude. It's just
Carmelo?
Like,
did Carmelo go to UConn?
No, he went to Syracuse. He also won a national championship, though. Yeah, he went to school in New York. Yeah, UConn. Oh my God, that's just crazy. How many they get? But yeah, no, go ahead. But yeah, so like the Basketball Hall of Fame just was announced, and both Sue Bird, Maya Moore are inducted, along with the 2008 U.S. Men's Basketball Olympic Team, Carmelo Anthony, Danny Crawford, Billy Donovan, Dwight Howard. So then that's the North American Committee. Then there's a Women's Committee, Sue Bird, Sylvia Fowles, Maya Moore. The Contributors Committee, Mickey Arison. My issue, like, Basketball Hall of Fame is cool. Like, that can be a whole thing or whatever. It's just weird to me that the NBA doesn't have its own Hall of Fame.
You figured they would, right?
Yeah. So, like, Carmelo, people are like, oh, Carmelo, I don't know if he should get in or whatever, because, like, he's never really won anything. But the thing is, like, in the Basketball Hall of Fame, they count your international career, like Olympics, FIBA, stuff like that. He has 4. I'm pretty sure he has like the most gold medals, like in men's basketball, and he has like a ton of points and stuff. Like he was gonna get in probably as an NBA player, but because of international career, plus he won a national championship in college, so they factor all that into it to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
It seems like, I mean, to me that sounds like a good thing.
No, because my thing is.
Well, you don't want to legitimize their overseas career, I guess.
No, I just think the NBA needs its own because, like, Carmelo, I don't know if he's an NBA Hall of Famer. I think this gets him over the hump. Like, there's no debate about him being a Basketball Hall of Famer, but like I don't think he's an NBA Hall of Famer. And my thing
is, you're saying the NBA should have its own thing that's a tier above this.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like even in like baseball and football. They have an NHL. They all have their own Hall of Fames. Like there's other Hall of Fames, but like they have like the major ones. Because
bro, you know Adam Silver don't give a damn about these players, man.
But he should though, because I think the thing is, it would add some more legitimacy to some of the older players. But yeah, I mean, that's why they do this like the 75-year team and stuff like that. Like those guys, like the 75 best players or whatever. Like. And the Carmelo did make it, so I guess he would be a Hall of Famer. But that's saying like, oh, those are if they did a Hall of Fame, like those would be the 75 players to get in or whatever. But yeah, I just personally think it's watered down. Like, if it takes like your whole journey, it's like we're practically saying like, yeah, you won an AAU.
Yeah, it's a participation trophy at the end of your career, essentially. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, like it's saying like because even like so Derrick Rose might make the Basketball Hall of Fame, like because people are like, oh, because he's the youngest MVP. You know, he had a couple few like
With
good
0
seasons.
championships.
Yeah, and well, he had one in college and it got like rescinded because of they broke NCAA like,
SATs.
rules. Yeah, there's all the stories about him not taking his SATs and not taking any of his classes and stuff like that. But like he might get into the Basketball Hall of Fame. But I'm like, if it was straight up NBA, I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I see what you're saying. The NBA should have its own, like all major sports have their own, but I guess NBA doesn't want to spend the money, doesn't want to recognize their players.
I get like it'd be cool to have both. Like leave the Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm totally fine with the Basketball Hall of Fame being a thing. Like, but I couldn't imagine if it was like so like if you look at it like say some of the Japanese players, like Ichiro's probably the only one that is like got in the Hall of Fame and he's like on his own merit. But like someone like Hideki Matsui or some of the pitchers, if we did the Baseball Hall of Fame because of their Japanese careers, they would be in the Hall of Fame. And you see where it's just like,
but you're saying they wouldn't be in the MLB Hall of Fame?
No, they're not going to. No. Because they don't have enough like stats. Because the thing about it, the NBA is the best league. That means you were a dominant player in the best league. If you're good in overseas or internationally, you may not be playing the best competition. So even though you won and you have awards and stuff, it's not the highest of highest talent.
I get what you're saying. I mean, I think the ultimate thing is the Olympics.
Yeah, and I mean, some people weigh it higher. I don't. Because my thing is, it's unbalanced because the United States, like specifically in like basketball, just is going to dominate most years. The rest of the world is catching up for sure, but until it's more balanced, like an NBA championship is probably more balanced than a Olympic gold medal game. Especially look at the women. The women dominate. It's not even close.
Yeah. Yeah, the women do dominate over everyone else, but the men's, like you said, it's getting closer because of Canada stepping up their game.
Canada's good. France got a lot of young players. Spain. Some of the European teams are good. Yeah.
Serbia's up there.
Yeah,
but mainly because of Jokic.
Well, that's the thing too. Like the teams that are like dominant, or not dominant, but they like have contention, is because they have one superstar.
Yeah.
But the NBA, like not the NBA, the U.S. team will have like 5-6 of those dudes.
Yeah, the last time I couldn't believe, because I watched the doc, I couldn't believe that was Steph's first Olympics.
Yeah, because a lot of guys don't play.
Yeah, I mean, I know they only come around every 4 years, but still.
Yeah, based on injury or coming off a championship season where you played long, it's like a lot of times you want to recover and rest after. When they got Kobe to play in 2008, the Redeem team was a big thing because Kobe hadn't played, and it was just like, we need Kobe. But he was too focused because players, I don't know if the way they feel this way now, but it seemed at the time players cared more about the NBA and trying to win a championship in the NBA than they did to try to win gold.
I mean, based on the doc, and they only film what they want to show you, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like it was like a pride thing this time around because the men lost the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean they got was it 04? That's a team that they got bronze. Like that was the first time they didn't win, and everyone was just like, that's why they call it the Redeem team. And then you had like an older LeBron, Wade. You had Kobe. Like it was just so stacked.
Yeah, I mean, the doc was good.
Yeah, it's a good doc. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess to wrap up, dude, UConn wins it, dude. UConn fans, comment down below. Let us know why you guys are the best team, and it wasn't stacked at all. And Paige worked her ass off. Let us know. Don Staley, come on the podcast if you want to know. Break down what happened to the Gamecocks. I was hoping the Gamecocks would win it, dude.
That was my pick.
Yeah, I think that's it for this week. See you.